It's time for the second episode of Pleasure Pond, our little enjoyable summer series. And we are starting off right away with a couple of things that I should have done already at the beginning, but we're doing this right away. Before I go and have a look at some very cool blueprints we're going to plop in, let's do something more important because I have not really finished that. I wanted to fill in those sides of the pathway over here. I want these middle ones to be staying the way they are for the moment being, but I want to change this area here a little bit. I even thought about having like a sidewalk that goes up a little, so I thought about maybe having these things and just raise them. But then again, yeah, the problem would be how to make these areas work. I have a certain idea how we can do this, but more about that in a second. So just let's double tap on that one. And I do want to have merge off. I want to have an automatic mode, and I want to make sure there's yet another pattern. But I'm just not sure if we go for, like, this one is kind of cool. And I'm not sure if we go for gravel path or the rustic path or also the stone shell path. There are like a couple of path variants that I really like. I like also this square flagstone one, but this one has a bit of a too shiny appeal for that. So what I'm actually going for is the stone shell path, I think, over here. And I'm going to make this, let's just do a little test here at the beginning. Yeah, color-wise, this is actually pretty much perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint, also I can just get rid of angle snap, it doesn't really matter. So since merge is turned off, that should actually work pretty well. You know, the length of it should just about work. There you go, look at that, just wonderfully filled in. And we're just going to do the same on the other side. Just like click that through, just making sure you right fit in, feeling like a bit of a kid's play here when you have these kids that, you know, try to fit these things in. I love that. This is like a generous, wonderful looking Main Street. Now, I'm still not entirely sure if we want to have a parade. So I guess if we want to have a parade, I might make this go around the pond actually. So we might widen the pond area instead. But I just decide in the coming days, I guess. So what we could do now is we could actually grab, we can actually delete this piece and we could delete this one. Yeah, I think this is the more fitting one. So these two have to be deleted, and then we would do the same with this here. And yeah, I guess that one is the one we have. And since we have not used the merge feature, we can now select all these pieces. I'm just gonna try one side first of all. And then we're going to have this little look if it's working. So look at that. This is pretty cool. So if we raise that up a little bit like so, this is pretty much what I wanted. Maybe even a tad lower down. So, or even a tiny bit more, just like. So that's about as much as I need. And now, as this is just kind of nicely raised over here, in order to connect these areas, and this is a bit of the problem, we would need to delete a few bits here and then bring it up. Or if we are lucky, we will be able to just grab that one and drag it. Yes! Oh my god, that is perfect. Okay, before we do this though, I am willing to, and I don't want to have this in many areas, but I'm just going to grab the other side. This is going to look so cool once this is done. So we can actually connect these buildings I have downloaded, or not yet downloaded. I have double checked a couple already. The reason why I didn't download them is fairly simple. I wanted you guys to be able to see the share codes because these are just way too good. Just gonna leave it as this height. I think this height is perfect. Okay, now we can double tap on this one and connect right away. That should easily work. Here we go. We've got all these things connected. This, by the way, guys, is a fantastic way to guide your people and to guide your flow. Because if you have a couple of these transitional areas here where they can go in and where not, this is how you guide them to actually go into certain areas. I'll get to that in a minute. Before we do so, I want to give them a styling, and I want to say you should have the add foundation. I'm not sure if this is enough already to make up for that one. Okay, what happens if we do add the curb for a change? Oh, wait, hold on. I can't, can I, just like these two? Why is I not checking this one? Okay, so that one doesn't have a curb. About that curb is about as best as I can do it. I'm not really willing. Yeah, this is actually a bit of an issue here. How about just, okay, so this works. nicely enough. Yeah, there you go. The problem is we also need to get rid of the foundation. Yeah, here we go. And this would actually fix the problem. Yeah, there you go. This is fixed. Basically, I think what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to keep this with the foundation, and I think what we have to do is to lower it ever so subtly down, which we can actually do. We have the time. We should take the time. Why not? It's going to be worth it at the end of the day. We also might just have that issue that you know what? Actually, what we should do, should undo all the things until we have these open up again. So here we go. Now we are just going to paint over. Can I? Is it still the same? No, it's not. Okay, what I need to enable is first of all, let's double tap this one, and we need to enable these two things, and then there we have it. Nice. I'm also wondering, like, if we should have railing. I wish they would add some more railing types, by the way. It could have looked nice, but I think I'm leaving it with the I'm leaving it with this one. It's actually worth it to not have a custom like a fence in here. We can make this custom eventually. So the reason why I'm just quickly doing this here, it's fairly simple. I'm just willing to we have that. I'm just willing to see the height, because you can see there is that tad bit of a height elevation here. I mean, this side is fine. What about the other? To be fair, both sides are kind of fine, yet I find them a tad bit too high. So I'm just going to select everything, just because I'm lazy, and then we're going to just make that work. So fantastic work over here. Look at that. Just going to do it this way. Fantastic. Okay, cool. This is great, and we're just going to lower that down about so. Or even further down might be good. That was too much. So let's just go to like 0.3 lower. Okay, so it's still like, do I go to 0.1? 0.01? How much? Okay, I can't really. Yeah, let's leave it at this height. I just need that height that is about the perfect height to separate these from each other. And that's fine. So I'm just going to connect these things. And there we have this. I don't mind this little bit of hickory here with that little foundation curb. I think we could get rid of it by deactivating the curbs, and then we can just about use the customize. Yeah, and we just get that little edge here. Frontier should get rid of this edge. It's so annoying. It's so unnecessary. It's a bit weird to have that. Like if you've got a separator between foundation and knot, but it's fine. Just keep that for the moment being. Okay, now on to the fixes. And I want to have like something like in the middle here is good. So let's use those and connect right away. Do the same on the other side too. Somewhat in parallel. Doesn't need to be exactly parallel, but that's nice. And then we also have one in that greater area here. Let's just use these two. Well, that's working like a charm, my friends. I did not hoppla. I didn't expect this to happen that much. That was like a very German hoppla here. This is like my son says this all the time. It's so cute. He's not really speaking that much yet, but like he's got a couple of funny words. Like he's also saying like all the time when he wants to do something as well. He's like saying I auch, which means me as well. This is like a bit of a short one here. I'm just gonna go with one then. It's a bit of an, can we have maybe two? It's because of, it's so thin on here. Yeah, what about, can I just grab that edge over here? It's still creating only that thin one. Let's see. Yeah, well, it's basically, okay, you know what we're gonna do? I think over here it should work better. Maybe it's working. It's still not working. I think I need to just use these two then. Okay, still not. It worked like a charm until over here. There you go. This is the best one we can have. Okay, so this is actually a bit, you know what? I'm doing this in these edges then over here, because they will look potentially better. Let's always use two. Let's just use two. Okay, well that is a tiny bit too small. How about making this bigger? Okay, well that is maybe a little too big. And about Yeah, let's leave it that way. It's fine. It's fine. So it's in that corner. Okay. Just gonna try to have these ones. Yeah, but like it's actually fairly fun how my son always uses these words he just learned, and then obviously when something happens, he's always like hoppla, hoppla. I love that. It's so cute. It's so like tiny kid cute. Okay, well I like that. 1, 2, 3 entry points. So they will meander over here. And if they need to go all the way, they can do. I wish I've had like more entries here, I guess, but I will have more on these sides. So let's just about do that here and hope that it's working here too. Yeah, perfect. I'm getting annoyed of these edges, not gonna lie. I'm getting annoyed of these edges. Can I get rid of them if I'm just testing? So if I'm going to say you have the foundation as well. Okay, so that brings that one into... Okay, I think what we got to do is we got to give them all these foundation pieces, and then that should look better. So this has these kind of weird black edges, but I'm not fine with those, but I can live with those. And I assume if I do the same with this one now, give it all to the foundation. Yeah, and then it's all gone and we only have that one separating piece. This is what I actually can live with. Look, this is a bit better, even though it should not be the case to make this, but it's fine. And you know what, as we have these things, actually we could get rid of these edges then anyway, so that is... It's not even too bad. So we're going to meander over, and we have these edges just in these areas over here. And you know what's actually kind of fun? You know what we're going to do? You know what? We're going to type in decal, and then there are these kind of vent pieces. Here we go. And these look more like... These are not vents. They look like drains, you know? And we're just going to have them here. So let's see. Okay, this is going to go down a little. So what about just about aligning them here? How about just coming up a little, my friend? And is that staying high enough? Yes, it is. There we go. It's not floating, is it? Yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let's grab this again and have that on this side. I'm doing detail work that I shouldn't. This is so stupid of me again. But okay, I mean, you know, it's all for the details. That's what I'm doing. We are going to cover some real good ground in a bit anyway, so there's no reason to be concerned about our progress today, because it's going to be really good. So let's just about drag it off. Okay, there we go. Look at that, much better. Now it also makes sense. This drain will then carry that into the pond. Love that. This is like the little change we must have done. And then we should also just about connect this to... Yeah, somewhere over here could be the backstage access. And I'm willing to just meander that here. Oh, you know what we could actually do? I think that would be fairly okay. This is slightly raised, isn't it? So what about just ever so slightly push that up and then straighten? Yeah, that is about what I need to do. So let's go intensity and size a bit higher. We're just going to have that all raised a little bit besides the main street. I think that's going to be really good. Okay, sorry, my headphones disconnected and all of a sudden there was like a crazy silence in my ears. That was really not fun to have. So yeah, I'm just going to do the same on the other side too, because this is the height I want to work with the buildings as well. So I'm just about having that so the buildings have the same height. It's just about so, okay? It's nothing crazy. But yeah, let's just meander this pathway then, all the way as close as possible, and then we're going to switch over to staff path, and we're just going to connect those two. I think, yeah, that's about what I need to do. This is kind of okay. We can hide this away later on with the buildings, but that's just like for the staff people to move over. We can also have like a staff building and stuff connected over here, what is definitely something we need to do. Okay, cool. We are about 15 minutes in or so into the episodes. I don't even know how much the first clip was. I didn't pay attention to it. But we're going to go to the workshop now. And this is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. I'm really looking forward to that. Let's type in Mainstreet, because people have been busy and there are some really cool buildings we can use. So we're going to use all these buildings. Oh, I don't... maybe not this one, but this one over here is pretty cool. The pizza from Star Gamer. We're going to grab that. You can see the code over here. Grab it as long as hot. And then let's see what else we can find. This one is so good. Main Street style train depot. Ooh, I'm not even willing to have a train, but we can maybe just fix that and use this in a different way because I love that building. We might fix that building in a different way. We absolutely need Gelato Bros Main Street building. Absolutely. And then we are also going to have the Plaza building over here, the Main Street building Plaza. We might change some of the awnings. Not the biggest fan of the color choice, but that's something we can fix. By the way, you should just pause the video if you need the code. Unfortunately, you need to type that in, but you know, that should be good. Main Street building set over here. From when? Oh my god, look at these. Just grab them right away. Finesse Sinchi H, whatever you're gonna call that one. I think this is pretty good. Let's install that one. Very good set. So what else can we find? Main Street building. Did we have that one? Oh no, Stargamer. That's a good one from Stargamer. I'm gonna grab that one too. Stargamer. Highly recommending to check out the workshop. Let's see. This one over here looks also pretty good. Main Street gifts. Oh, absolutely gonna take that, monkey. Gonna take that from you, monkey. Love it. Love it. So let's see if we can... Okay, so I think these are some older Main Street buildings, not made with the new set, I believe. Yeah, that's 10th of June. From Pikachu Ritze. I think that's the name. Also kind of nice style. I'm not sure if I want them. I will also need some in-game ones. Okay, but that's nice. How about Planter? Oh, Planeter. Planter. I'm just gonna go for Planter. So, I have to chill down myself, by the way. I'm so energetic today that I will need to just chill myself. This is still such a weird problem you have in this game. Like, if you if you just go down to the second page, you can't load into that. Oh, look at that pathway planters. They are kind of neat, aren't they? Ricky, I'm gonna grab them. Thank you so much. I love these hedges, by the way. Just in these tiny ones. Like, that, I love that. I think they're called pathway planters. Oh, that is so original. Ooh, I love that. I don't have any need for it right now, but I love that. So good. Okay, I like this planter set idea here. That's so good. So simple, yet very effective. Ooh, wooden planter pack. Is that the same creator? I think it is, right? Workshop Creations? Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was. So, what about... I don't feel that wooden side to it. These shops over here look kind of cool, to be honest. They look kind of cool. Okay, I'm just going to type in something else. Let's go back to page 1 so we get the results. I want to see if there's like popcorn. Ooh, this is what I wanted to see. The popcorn cards. That one is perfect. Wix, of course it is Wix. Yeah, Wix has all these wonderful goodies in there. We're going to just check out Wix. Oh, there you go. Vintage refreshment. Oh, just gonna grab that one too. They are so good. Are they from the new set? No, 6th of June. It's before the set, actually. Yeah, Wix has some absolutely crazy designs. Really love them. Really love them. What else do we have? Like popcorn. Oh, this is from Josh. Yeah. Josh has also some insane stuff over here, which, you know, I've been using a couple of these specific kitchen stuff and so on. Really love that. I think these ones are... No, these are still old ones. This popcorn card over here looks so good. We can actually fit a... Yeah, we're going to use that one too. This is just too good. Popcorn card. Okay, the other one is cotton candy. I was about to see if... Oh, I love that popcorn one over here. Where's the cotton candy? Oh, that is the classic RCT one. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. It's not the style of the park, but I'm still loving that. So, cotton. Let's see if we can find some cotton candy. Yeah, there you go. This is exactly what I want to. I think we need to sell some, like, Cosmic Cow in here. Oh my god, I think this one is... Ooh, Lilithana? Oh, I don't know. Or Miss Babar. You go for Miss Babar is also good. I'm just like... I guess I'm going to tend to this one. I'm going to use that one. Okay, cool. Now let's jump in and utilize what we've get ourselves from the shop over here. And have a look if we can do this. So we are going to go to scenery. Oh, I feel almost like, wait, hold on. If I go in here I should also put in music, by the way. I forgot to click on repeat. So we already have the Gulpy soda stand. Oh, look at these tiny stands. They're like so small, actually. But we're going to have this one. This, I downloaded that from my German Let's Play, but this is also very fitting. So we're going to use that one too. And we should have all these wonderful other things in here as well. So there is the popcorn cart kind of thing. Love that. The cart is just right with it, so we can actually plop that one right over here. Refreshments and stuff. That's so good. When I plop this down, I just need to go to scenery first of all. Let's type in barrier, and we're going to use this one real quick. If you wonder what I'm doing, I need to do this so people would not meander through it. So I'm just going to plop it right away like this, and we're just going to have all of that and push it into the ground. Should be good, should make people not walk into it. Here we go. That one has no energy, by the way, so we need another distributor, right? We have one distributor over there, and we can copy that one to cover the main street from this side. I'm just willing to put it here. Yeah. And now let's do the connection. I'm wondering why I cannot do the connection from over here. Ah, okay, just double tap on this one. It would have been easy. Would have been fairly easy. Okay, now that one has power. Really like that. And it's looking kind of neat, doesn't it? It's looking even better in a second. If that's done, you guys will be pleased with the result. You guys will be so pleased with the result. So let's actually... Oh, they don't even need to be connected, right? Oh, okay, well, they just stand as they... What's happening if they break down? Because usually they should have paths connected to it, right? They don't really. Okay, well, then they just exist, I assume. Which is fine. By me, they can just exist. Let's see, facilities. Didn't we have like a souvenir shop and stuff like that in here? We have the retro information kiosk by Miss T-Rex. That one is also pretty nice. Which we could have that right in the dead center over here. I mean, if we've got parades, you know what? Actually, let's fit that here. If we got parades, we could still meander them around this very kiosk. Pretty big fan of it, to be honest. I'm just going to put this into the ground. We might adjust the colors a little, but I love that little kiosk that place on ground. Okay, well, there you go. Awesome. I'm going to get rid of this one. Love it. That one seemingly has energy too. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, let's actually go into one more. I think this souvenir shop is the other one we had, like the souvenir building. That is my tower and stuff I built. There's a lot of stuff I built in here. That one is the Mainstreet building we have. Okay, so that... Oh my god, this is ridiculously big. This is the French colonial one. Oh, I love that too, but it's too massive for my taste for now. What's that dimension? What's that one? Oh, that's like a small... Oh, that one... Oh, that one just fits so well too. I'm just going to absolutely have that. I'm just going to have that here. Boom. There we go. Ooh, I'm loving this. The only thing I need to do is just need to brush over here to make the pathway. Oh, that is so cleverly paired with... Okay, never mind then. That is just so cleverly paired because of the usage of concrete, actually. Ooh, okay, well, I'm gonna leave it as is then. It's nice, it's nice. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. This is gonna be good. Okay, Main Street. Let's type in Main Street again. Main Street. There we have all these buildings. This is the Gelato Bros I was looking for. And now, obviously, they need to be connected somewhere. Like, if they toggle connect like here, this means we should have enough... we actually have hit the height I wanted to go for. So I'm just clicking this down. And what should happen now is we should be able to, first of all, connect this over here, like so. And then I'm willing to just have that edge. Just have about that edge needs to be here. Oh my god, why is this so weird? Why is this so rounded here? I don't mind, but like... Yeah, here we go. Awesome. I love that. So we can put some benches and stuff into that corner. Really big fan of this Main Street building. It's looking really cute. Really cute so far. Okay, let's go into more buildings and type in Main Street again. And we do have this specific Main Street building, the pizza. And I feel like this is a good building to have over here. Look, that is adjusting the size. And I'm just willing to see, is there, like this generator is all the way in the back. Yeah, we got all these pizza. Oh, I love it. I'm just going to plop this right over here to the side a little. And just about here should be fine. Pizza pen. And now we should be able to relatively simply connect. Oh, yeah. That worked like a charm. We've got that pizza building in place. Oh, it's working way better than I thought it's going to be. Okay, and then we also have this huge one. I almost feel like I want to have it in, but I think I'm going to use this here. So let's just toggle this. Okay, perfect. It's toggled now. And I'm willing to change this building up a little. So I'm just going to get rid of some of the front stuff. So it's just merging with my area idea a little nicer. I do keep the most stuff, but I'm willing to just, okay, well, that worked better than I thought it's going to be, or worse, because it's too, okay, it's too flat. Let's do that again. We need to have the height. Oops, that's the wrong building. We need to have the correct height. And I feel like this is the height. Let's just first of all test the height. Okay, that was the correct height. And yeah, it's not the correct positioning. I just wanted to see if that's the correct height. So if it's connecting here, hold on. Yeah, that should be the height then. Wait, this looks to be, no, that looks fine. That looks absolutely fine. Okay, so this needs to be, as I said, it needs to be a little bit adjusted to the rest of my buildings. And I'm just willing to have it placed like so. Let's have a look if that works from the overall angle of the main street. Oh yeah, it absolutely works. It absolutely works. Okay, cool. Now we gotta, is that connected correctly? Yeah, it is. Okay, so what we gotta do is we gotta paint over it, obviously, to just make that sit in here as it's supposed to be. And what we gotta do is we're just going to delete some of the fences. I do like these fences, but for a main street, they just don't make any sense. So what I'm actually going to do is we're just going to say all off. Let's first of all go in with nature. I think that should help me to see stuff. So let's, yeah, that makes my life a lot more simple here, a lot more easy. And then we're going to get rid of the fence too. So we can actually have building pieces. Okay, that's no building pieces, it seems. Is that path extras? No. Scenery props, maybe. Oh yeah, it's scenery props. Okay, well then just about get rid of those. And I quite like the, yeah, the one fence is good, or the two fences over here. One fence, two fence, whatever fence. There you go. And this episode's about gone. Like the third episode will be way more putting the main street together. I think for today's episode, this is going to be really good. I want to plop in one more building, and then we have to call it a day for the next episode, because I just really need to focus a little bit on the time. I'm sorry for that, but I have to. And for you, it's going to be really good, because Pleasure Pond is going to return soon again. How cool is that? Let's change the color, as I said. And I'm willing to, I think what I would be very nicely complementary is like a nice red tone, like a rusty red tone over here. Maybe a bit more. And also same for you. I'm quite okay with this. Yeah, that's much better. And then I'm going to get rid of these flags. Not because I don't feel them, but I just, you know, also these plaza thingies. What is glowing so much over here? Oh, it's like the color down here. So is that all individual pieces? Oh, it is. Man. Okay, cool. But it doesn't matter. So let's say place them down and change the color to like also red. And then I assume that are these in the buildings here? Yeah, that's like I like these things, but they should do like a bit of a bright red color. There you go. Love it. Love it. Okay, so that building is nicely adjusted. So let's see if we go to scenery and blueprints and now type in Main Street. There we have some more buildings. Is that where the Main Street gift shop came in, right? Because yeah, this is perfection. I'm just going to, okay, I understand. This is why. Let's just align that dude to the correct height, because I think that's the proper, actually, you know what? This is not the proper height. This is just for scale, I believe it was. Okay, so this is good. So what we need to do is we need to connect this to this building, but I'm willing to leave that a little more open so that we have like a tiny tiny bit of a difference here. So that is good. I'm going to keep that open, and we will have like a little bit of an alley in here. So just about a little bit, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm using the draw tool now to, first of all, line out the interior. Okay, there's no counter in, but there's like a lot of things already staffed in, which is good, which is really good. So let's just grab the pathway here and drag it in. So that is the first bit we are doing. I will need to just about bring this over so that it works. Okay, fair. And from here, I'm just going to use the draw tool to draw out the souvenir shop interior. So that should work. Fair. Okay, so this is perfect. But what I want to have as well is, and this is going to be a bit more tricky because I don't want these paths to connect. I want to just about have this tiny strip here. Let's see. Is that, I mean, it might actually be, yeah, it's too close to the other one, I believe it is. Let's see if that works now. Yeah, that works better. And now let's see if we can just about, and I don't want this to merge. I want this to, yeah. I think we have to just work away with making like a custom edge in there, but it's fine. So this is the souvenir shop. We should then actually put one in, right? Facility, and let's say counter, because that is the price counter, kiosk counter. Okay, souvenir is called differently. Yeah, oh my god, okay. Oh, whatever. So I'm going to place this one in here to that side. There we go. And then we're going to say, well, wait, just add shelves. We're going to add shelves, then we have to connect them. Connect existing. Here we go. And we're just going to connect all of these. Confirm. One more selected shelves are connected to another souvenir shop. Do we just wait, cancel? Where's the other souvenir shop then? I think that might actually be like a little, yeah, that is definitely like a little issue. Confirm. Yeah, whatever. So this one is then, can also be opened. Wonderful. Is all these pizza pans, are they also open? No. We're just going to open them all. Pizza pan, open, pizza pan. Oh, we can just open like this. Okay, well, it's a lot more handy. A lot more handy dandy. What about this one? Is there also restaurant, kitchen, toilet cubes? What's the problem? They are always open, aren't they? And Gelato Bros. Wait, is there no Gelato Bro in here? There is one. So let's open that up too. Okay, I mean, for this episode, that is pretty much about it, guys. We will do, in the next episode, we will actually bring this Mainstreet to a conclusion and potentially, who knows, maybe add another ride or a coaster. So, but it's growing nicely, and I think the idea I had about this park is turning out superbly. So, yeah, for me, it's like a little break. For you, it's a next episode. But again, as promised, they will be coming relatively soon after each other. I hope you enjoy this wonderful vibe and just enjoying this. I certainly do so. And you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to use my desk and move it upwards so I have a next episode in the standing, because I do record that in two things. Like I record this once sitting and the other one standing. Love that new desk. It's amazing. I did introduce. Oh my god! I did introduce this in the last episode. My god, the English is broken. And made a little ad for that. But honestly, FlexiSpot saved me here. That neck pain I had for months, and also even like a numb arm is almost gone thanks to it. So very, very thankful. But yeah, we're going to, oh wait, hold on. This is not fixed. This is not good, Rudy. We have to quickly fix this. Sorry, but that I can't let this slip. I can't let this slip. This needs to be fixed. So we're just going to, let's get rid of angle snap. No one needs angle snap. I'm just going to try to be as precise as possible. Or as necessary, I should say. There you go. Yeah, that's fine. We can hide that away with other things. But it's growing nicely. This is the kind of Mainstreet I was looking for. This is really good. Okay, see you in the next episode, guys. Can't wait for you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share it with your friends if you enjoyed that. And don't forget to play the game and just enjoy it. Until next time, bye.